Welcome to the Practice Brave podcast. I am the host, Brianna Battles, founder of Pregnancy and Postpartum Athleticism and CEO of Everyday Battles. I'm a career strength and conditioning coach, entrepreneur, mom of 2 wild little boys, and a lifelong athlete. I believe that athleticism does not end when motherhood begins, and this podcast is dedicated to coaching you by providing meaningful conversations, insights, and interview topics related to fitness, mindset, parenting, and of course, all the nuances of pregnancy and postpartum. From expert interviews to engaging conversations and reflections, this podcast is your trustworthy, relatable resource for learning how to practice brave through every season in your life. Cade Battles, welcome back to the Practice Brave podcast. This is, I think, the 3rd year in a row that we have recorded a podcast for your birthday. And we do that because Cade is the full reason that any of this within the business and storytelling exists. Because it wasn't until I became a pregnant athlete with Cade 13 years ago that I realized how much was missing in the space for athletes, for coaches, and for mothers to realize that athleticism does not end when motherhood begins, that you can be an athlete and you can be a mother. And then we have this incredible opportunity to raise the next generation of athletes. And Cade was such a catalyst in that recognition. And thank you.
You're welcome, Mom.
13 is huge. 13 is a teenager, obviously. And I like to interview Cade. I like to get an idea of where he's at in life and what the last year has looked like for us and our family in raising him. You know, entering into this preteen era, he started middle school, and this, for nothing else, is really important for Cade and I to be able to look back on. And it's important, I think, for other moms to get a glimpse of these seasons and eras and experiences that are ahead. And Cade is going to be answering questions honestly. Okay. So this past year, we've had some updates. You got braces.
Yeah.
Got braces. I guess we can start about a year ago. You broke your nose and got braces like the next day. So that was
not fun.
That was quite a week for your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how did you break your nose, Cade? Just so we don't forget.
Well, it was actually at my birthday party,
Yeah.
and it was towards the end, and I did a double front flip off the trampoline into a foam pit, and I kneed myself right in the nose.
Yeah. So really kicked off 12 well, and then he got braces the next day. And I feel like there's a significant shift. He finished elementary school, 5th grade, and entered middle school. And when they say no one prepares you for the leap that happens between 11 and 12 or 12 and 13, it is so for real. Cade is, I feel like you're just so different than who you were even a year ago.
Yeah.
This past year has been
Little
dramatic.
It changes you a lot.
Yeah. How?
Just you're going through growth.
Yeah. Growth, and you get exposure to new friends and new people, new routines.
Mm-hmm.
What has that been like? You went from elementary school, one teacher, same friend group for the last few years, and then what was your first week in middle school like?
Well, it was really fun, and it was interesting because I got to have different teachers instead of just being stuck in the same classroom for the entire day. And then I also got to hang in different friend groups, which was fun.
Yeah. And just, what was it like making friends?
It was pretty easy because we're all in the same hallway, so.
Yeah. And you just go around and yap with everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, my little extrovert here who has no problem just talking and making his presence known. And so you kicked off the year, broken nose, new, you started to wear jeans. That was new for you. Did not wear jeans ever. And then middle school came, and as millennial parents, we're seeing the early 2000s repeat because baggy jeans are in. Let's see what else. They wear Birkenstocks. Pink has had its moment, and Cade, as of last week, bleached the tips of his hair. So that's what we're seeing here. It's not too dramatic. He had it done by my friend. So it wasn't me trying to bleach his hair. But yeah, it's been a big year. So I want you to talk to me about, you started your year of middle school and you played football. How did that go for you?
It went really well. It was really fun too. And in a few weeks, I'm going to All-State.
I mean, in a couple days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A couple days.
It's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is All-State?
Well, I got elected, and it's all the state of Idaho versus the Treasure Valley, since the Treasure Valley is so big. And so I'm in the Treasure Valley team.
Yeah. What position do you like playing in football?
Running back.
Yeah. Why?
Because I get the ball and I can run over people and score touchdowns.
You're pretty fast. Yeah. And okay, so you had a good football season?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we moved into your first season of competing for your middle school in wrestling. How was that?
It was really fun. I went on varsity as a 6th grader, so that was really cool. And then I got enough wins to go to district.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. So, he had no background in wrestling, but obviously had grown up doing jiu-jitsu. So a lot of similarities there, mostly in that mentality and that grit. Yeah, it was really cool to see him use that in his sport and be able to do it for his school. I feel like that really opened up his, I don't know, I just feel like that you experience a lot of growth in that short period of time with wrestling with just within your school, within yourself. Would you say?
Yeah, definitely. It was also really fun, competing against other people that were older than me in 8th and 7th grade. So.
Right. Because you compete in a weight class. It doesn't matter the age so much as the weight that you're competing at. So you can get matched up with people who had a lot more experience or who are a little bit older.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see Cade get out there. And I certainly learned a lot. Jared was able to help out coaching, and that was really impactful for Jared too, especially because a few months later, what happened in January?
What did happen in January? I forgot.
Did we open a jiu-jitsu gym?
Oh, yeah.
Talk to me about what that's been like from your perspective.
Very busy.
Very busy.
That was classes. Yeah. A lot. But it's really fun. It's a good experience.
What have you liked about witnessing the business side of things? Because we've kept you pretty involved in it.
Sometimes it's difficult, but it's really fun, helping other people that are interested in trying it.
Yeah. You're helping out coach the kids, and
yeah, that's fun.
And you were part of that process from when it was just an idea. When we brought it to you, we were like, okay, we're thinking about doing this. We're thinking about that. And seeing it all the way through, watching it go from dirt to a building. What was that like?
It was really cool. It was just dirt and we just had a lot. So we didn't really know what it was going to look like. Mm-hmm. And then it just built up.
So you've been able to be part of that business. And what does it feel like to have something that is partly yours at 12?
It's pretty cool because I get to brag to everyone that I have a jiu-jitsu gym and that they don't.
Oh, okay.
And that they should come.
Yeah. Well, maybe let's not brag and say I have a jiu-jitsu gym and you don't, but we can work on your marketing and sales tactics, Cade. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then we went from wrestling, opened that gym in January, and then Cade, what did you start? You started basketball after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And really what was that like?
It was really fun. I got to play in a club, so in a real league for the first time, and that was really cool.
Yeah. And what did you like about basketball?
Basketball was it was also club. So, and I got to compete with really good people and different coaches that went far.
Yeah. So yeah, you played basketball and you really loved that, right?
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah. And this is the year, it's tricky. 12 is this tricky age because in our family, we're a big believer in playing multiple sports and not just going and specializing in one sport for a variety of reasons. My belief and experience as a coach and what the research says is the more versatility you can have as an athlete, the better off you're going to be long-term, not just with hopefully getting a scholarship, but with the ability to be a versatile lifelong athlete. And so Cade is playing a lot of different sports. This year was high freaking volume.
A lot of sports at once.
Yeah. So we went from, again, football into wrestling, into basketball, and then I believe baseball and rugby started, right?
Yeah. And then baseball and rugby at the exact same time. So
yeah. And what did you think about rugby? Because that was your first year playing that.
Rugby is really fun. I mean, it's it's like football and soccer combined. So it was really fun for me. You got to run. You also got to hit people at the same time.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting because you could only pass the ball backwards instead of football where there's plays.
Yeah. Yeah. And it seems like I really loved watching the culture of rugby.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about that, what you experienced.
Like after the game, we'd all circle up and it'd be like one by one. Like in a circle, it'd be like me on one team and then the other team and then one of my teammates. Yeah. So we'd all just circle up together. And then they give out these like wristbands for like player of the game or something like that from the other team to you. I got one, which is really cool for my first year. And then, we all do a cheer together and then we're done. Yeah. That was a game.
I like that it's like such a physical sport, but then at the end you come together and there's a lot of camaraderie with both teams and like that mutual respect. And I feel like, I've been involved in a lot of different sports and that was such a unique thing to see. And I loved that. I think it just helps create such a healthy culture of competition, of sportsmanship, and even like how the refs are treated, because the refs also award like a wristband in acknowledgement of, I don't know if it's a player of the game, but just recognize the player that they liked their hustle, they liked their attitude or their effort or whatever, like their leadership on the field. And I think that just helps create such a healthy culture of competition and participation for these young athletes.
Yes.
So would you like to keep playing some rugby?
Definitely. Yeah. Next year, 7th grade.
Dude, you made me want to like play rugby. I feel like I missed my calling.
Yeah.
You think I'd be okay at rugby?
Yeah. You'd be pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Bro. What?
Nothing.
So rugby was done in conjunction with baseball. And so talk to me about baseball.
Well, baseball this year is probably my last season just because I have other sports that I want to continue in. Yeah. But baseball is really fun. It was really competitive too. I had to play teams from all over Idaho. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty cool. But
what did you love about baseball? What do you love about baseball?
Like the team and like how the dugout is and all that stuff.
Yeah. It's fun. Yeah. You guys have like fun energy and moments out there. Mm-hmm. What positions did you play?
I played shortstop and second base.
Yeah. Yeah. We did a really good job. And I did like a post sharing that, or like a reel sharing about how it was likely Cade's last year of baseball. And I think what people don't understand is with baseball, there's little league, but that only gets you to a certain age. And then there's this gap between little league era and playing in high school. So it's like this middle school-ish time frame. And at least in our area, the only option to keep participating in baseball at his age is to play club. And most clubs require you to really be like all in. You have to try out for the team and be like very committed. And so for the kids that's all they want to do, that's going to be their option. But a kid like Cade cannot, nor will I really endorse him going all in on just one sport at this age. And so they do unfortunately get forced to choose because there's not really a between league for them to be in right now. So it was bittersweet. Like I've loved watching Cade play baseball. We've been doing that since you were 4 years old, 4 or 5. And it is bittersweet because it was just one of those foundational sports of like little boyhood, and really cool to watch him grow up in this sport. And I mean, who knows, like maybe there will be another opportunity or something for him to step into it again. Never say never in this family, because that always, they'll never open a jiu-jitsu gym. Here we are. But yeah, it's been like, that was really bittersweet watching and just being the parent watching that. And this is like, I feel like the first time you've really had to eliminate a sport that you've consistently done for years. You've always been able to juggle doing all of them. And this was your first one. And it's like, okay, I think the time is up on this. So really bittersweet because he's a talented little player, but we know that Cade will use his talent in a lot of other sports. Mm-hmm. And throughout all of this, we've dosed jiu-jitsu, right? Like we just, frequency of that changes. A motto at our gym is the minimum effective dose is still an effective dose. And so during his baseball and rugby season, and not to mention like Chance was playing baseball and flag football. So like our schedule was insane. Still got to dose jiu-jitsu, even if it's just like once a week. Some seasons he can do more. Like summer, there's a lot more opportunity for jiu-jitsu, but really it's this sport that kind of complements whatever else is going on in life. And that frequency just looks different at different points in time. Mm-hmm. How has your jiu-jitsu your relationship with jiu-jitsu changed the last 6 months since opening the gym?
Well, I mean, I really like it going to our own gym and having our own stuff and like our own team. Like you're all together, and jiu-jitsu's helped me with a bunch of the other sports that I do, like football, like how to double leg someone, for example, like just tackling.
Yeah. And even like that competition mindset, right? Like I tell everyone like it's a hard sport to be competitive in. And if you can get out there in jiu-jitsu, it will make every other game and competition so much easier, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's definitely the hardest to get out there.
Yeah.
Like compete in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, and you did a competition. What month was that? Like February?
It was like 2 months ago.
Yeah. And what happened at that competition with jiu-jitsu?
Oh, I won all my matches. I got double gold and gi and no gi. So
yeah. And what happened on the podium?
I got promoted to my yellow belt. Yellow white.
Yellow white?
Yeah.
By who?
Professor Jared.
Who's that?
My dad.
My dad got to promote you. How was that?
Good. I was not expecting it.
Yeah. It's a pretty special moment. Mm. Yeah, it was really cool to see that. We've had just a heck of a first half of this year, but really you've just grown a lot. And so now that we don't need to keep talking about sports, but that's just a huge part of your personality, your interests, our family lifestyle, everything. Let's talk about like what it's like to be 12 years old, almost 13.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be a teenager, so.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to change, I guess.
Yeah. And I feel like this age is just, for me as a parent, it's really eye-opening to be like, okay, there's just like differences in lifestyle and parenting and what we're okay with versus others. And it's just like, it's hard to navigate as a parent. We want to feel like we're doing the right thing. And, Cade sometimes feels frustrated, but ultimately I think that you understand where we're coming from because we try to have really honest conversations.
Yeah.
For example, like he does not have a phone, but he has an Apple Watch. So he can text his friends, he can call us. But I don't want him having just access to being on a screen all the time, even if I was monitoring it. So what has that been like for you? You can be honest.
I mean, it's fun. I mean, I have friends that do have a phone, and I can see what we do on it. So
yeah. And I know sometimes Cade gets frustrated when he feels like everybody just wants to they're just on their phone or they're just wanting to play video games. And again, that's just not something that we really condone in our household. Because honestly, I'd rather say that like you have your whole rest of your life where that's going to be part of your life. But right now, just staying busy and occupied and present in the moment, knowing how to have conversations in real life and not just texting. That's been a big thing that we have focused on in middle school is if you have something to say it to somebody's face. You don't need to text it. Like they think there's a lot of drama that can go down in group text messages, as you've seen. I know not everybody's watching, but just your big eyeballs. But I mean, you see it. There's just unnecessary drama, and that's something that we just try to you just kind of stay a friend to everybody and have hard conversations or conversations in general in real life and learn how to talk to people. And you are such a yapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not all in the group chats and stuff. I mean, I have some stuff for like my football camp that I'm going to in All-State, which is just my football teammates, so not really drama there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is hard. It's hard to, I think, sometimes feel like, oh, well, other people get to do this or have that, and I don't. And I just really appreciate the maturity that you've shown in knowing, something we say is like, we're raising you different because you are different. You're different. And so you're going to have different rules. You're going to have different expectations. And different is going to be the thing that ultimately like sets you apart. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. Even another very trendy thing right now for 12-year-old, especially 12-year-old boys, is like e-bikes. And that's just another thing that we're not doing in our household. I say, if you want to go fast, pedal faster.
Yeah. A lot of my friends have e-bikes.
Yeah.
Gets annoying because they just and just go fast. And
yeah.
They don't work hard to pedal.
Well, yeah. And it's, for me, it's more about just like the safety, because if you see how we got a lot of little boys on our street, we see how little boy energy is. And it's just so easy to be trying to keep up with everybody. And so many accidents happen on e-bikes. And I think when you really understand like traumatic brain injuries and the neuro world, it's just a hard no for me.
Yeah.
Buzzkill mommy. A little bit. That's okay. Got to preserve your brain. So I feel like those are the two big things that we've had to navigate in middle school, is like what others are doing, or maybe what's popular isn't necessarily what is aligned with our family belief system and what we want for Cade right now. I think it's really easy to give our kids too much autonomy. And ultimately, it's our responsibility to still guide them and protect them and allow more trust over time. Like, for example, we didn't really let him have any, like, very selective of who he would text with his Apple Watch. But as time has gone on, he's shown more maturity with that. And now he can text pretty much whoever. It's monitored, but for the most part, it's just like the tricky part of this era. And we try to have really transparent conversations with Cade about what and why, things to be aware of, when you get involved, when you don't get involved. There's been situations where he's had to stand up for others and know how to like use his voice, know how to use his body to defend himself and defend others. And it's just, middle school has really been eye-opening for me as a parent, and hard for both of us to navigate. I guess there's no playbook.
Yeah. I'd say that too.
Yeah.
No playbook.
Yeah. But we're doing our best. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
What was the best part of 6th grade?
They're friends. All the friends.
Yeah.
Everywhere. You see them in the halls and you'll be like, oh, yeah, what's up?
Oh, yeah. My little extrovert. How were your grades this year? How did you do in school?
Really good, actually. Yeah. Did not have a 4.0, but stayed in the 3s the entire year, which was good.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you. You worked hard, and we put an emphasis on effort, because to me, if you're putting in effort, then your grades are going to reflect that. It's when you're not caring and not trying that it's like, okay, we see that. So I'm really proud of how you stepped up and learned to get a little bit more organized. Slightly. You stressed me out a little bit.
Yeah.
With your binder.
Oh, yeah, my binder was a mess. I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the year.
Yeah. So maybe a better system in place for 7th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to keep it that way.
Yeah. I think you've done a really good job stepping up, learning all of that. What advice would you give to somebody who's going into middle school, no matter what their personality is? And it doesn't have to be similar to yours at all.
Make friends. Just try to make as much friends as you can.
How do you do that if you're not as extroverted as you? What if somebody's like really shy and very nervous about going into middle school?
Well,
find a Cade.
Yeah, I guess. And then find someone that is really nice and that is popular, kind of, and hang with them. And then as time goes on, people will start connecting to you.
Yeah. Just kind of have to put yourself out there and be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's almost like
pretty much
learning to practice brave. So cringe. Speaking of cringe, what are some of the words that are being used a lot? We've survived the 6-7 era. We've survived that, but that was this year.
8-9.
What was that? That's the new thing.
No.
Aura.
Yeah, it's aura.
Yeah. What else do we got?
Cap.
What does that mean?
Fly. Pretty much.
Yeah. Cooked.
Yeah, you're cooked.
What does that mean?
You're you're dead.
You're dead.
You're cooked.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty. I'm trying to think of all the other things you say. It's like crashing out. Yeah. That's pretty normal though.
Yeah, crash out.
Yeah. That's nothing too crazy. I don't know. You guys are just funny. Funny with your sayings, and then you find yourself as a parent saying them jokingly at first, and then you start actually saying them. And I remember my mom doing that back when I was your age.
So annoying.
Now shut up, dude.
It's cringe.
So cringe.
Okay, stop.
So what advice would you have for parents on how they can support their kids as they go into middle school at 12-year-old era?
Help them with homework.
Oh my God.
It's so hard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, besides that, how about like from the emotional side of things? Because your brain has changed a lot this year.
Talk to your kid.
Yeah.
Talk to them about how their day was at school.
Yeah.
And what they did.
Even if they're like, it's fine.
Yeah. Keep talking to them.
Yeah. We do a lot of car talks. Huh. I feel like talking in the car is easier for us both to like talk stuff out.
Well, we have a 3-hour car ride, so.
We do have that coming up. But we do a lot of our talks in the car. One question I asked him, because instead of saying like, how's school going today? I would say things like, I would ask him more of a question around like, I would ask him like, how was lunch today? Tell me about lunch, because then that would give us an idea of like what his day was like. He would tell me any of the drama happening. He would tell me about, it would give me insight on his friends. It would give me just more insight on how that day was going versus like, how was school? Good. Be like, ask the actual details.
Yeah.
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 And that make it easier to open up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Because then I start to kind of get to know the friends. That's the other weird thing is like in elementary school, they know like, you know, all of the kids that they're around. Primarily, like you probably see the parents at pickup or drop off. Middle school, I'm like, I don't know these kids. I don't know these parents. So I wanted to start like hearing their names and creating some associations just to know like who they're around. Because it's just this weird role you take as a parent now where they're living their own lives and experiences at school. And we're not going to be there to help them guide it. We're not as involved, but we have to provide like support structures in place to help them know how to navigate it from afar.
Yeah.
So you do that. What else did we do? Talk at bedtime.
Yeah, because I just don't want to go to sleep.
Yeah, protest sleep, and that's a way for us to leverage that. And then we do like a family movie night at least once a week, like a Friday or Saturday night, one of those nights. And it's just us four. And we have a night where we just sit as a family and connect. And that's like a really important tradition for us to keep up because we don't do iPads. We don't do video games. We don't do a lot of unchecked screens in the house. So we really just try to focus on like our family unit time because most days are so busy that there's no time for that anyway. So it's nice to have like that calm down time.
Yeah, definitely.
You like that tradition? Yeah.
Also, just to stay up to watch a movie.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, whatever works to get you involved. Keep the kids close. This is the age where they start wanting to just like branch out more, and we just try to make sure that there's a lot of food in the house for all the kids that they can, come in and out and play, have a good time, feel supported, and just navigate this season together.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking forward to most about turning 13?
My birthday. Just being a teenager, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really know what I'm looking up to.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll have a good time. And Lake Havasu.
Yeah.
Be able to spend time together as a
I'm really
family.
excited for that.
Yeah.
Wakeboarding.
Yeah. Enjoy our summer.
Yes.
All right. Cade, we love you. Thanks for growing up. Thanks for being part of everything that's been created here. I like to look back and just remember what your year was like, where we were at, what you looked like, what you sounded like, because every year just continues to be so incredibly different. And I love you. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Practice Brave podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please leave a review and help us spread the work we are doing to improve the overall information and messaging in the fitness industry and beyond. Now, if you are pregnant and you are looking for a trustworthy exercise program to follow, I have you covered. The Pregnant Athlete Training Program is a well-rounded program for pregnancy with workouts for each week that are appropriate for your changing body. That's 36 weeks of workouts, 3 to 4 workouts each week, and tons of guidance on exercise strategy. We also have an at-home version of that program. If you are postpartum and you're looking for an exercise program to follow, the 8-week postpartum athlete training program would be a really great way to help bridge the gap between rehab and the fitness you actually want to do. From there, we have the Practice Brave Fitness program, which is an ongoing strength and conditioning program where you get new workouts each week and have a lot of guidance from myself and my co-coach, Heather Osby. This is the only way that I'm really offering ongoing coaching at this point in time. If you have ever considered becoming a certified pregnancy and postpartum athleticism coach, I would love to have you join us. Pregnancy and Postpartum Athleticism is a self-paced online certification course that will up-level your coaching skills and help connect the dots between pelvic health and long-term athletic performance, especially during pregnancy and postpartum. Become who you needed and become who your online and local community needs by becoming a certified pregnancy and postpartum athleticism coach. Thank you again for listening to the Practice Brave podcast. I appreciate you. And please help me continue spreading this messaging, this information, and this work.